edition of Morning Scone, presented by Brock, Batteries Orthopedic Clinic, Hudco Roofing, HudcoRoofing.com. Do business with someone you know. Hudco Roofing, HudcoRoofing.com. Waiting on that co-host to show up. Tell you. Hard to get good, reliable help these days. Okay. Was he awake?
No.
No.
Do you want to know how much in it? No. And then let me down and he goes, I do. Come.
Can you just go back to sleep, man?
He wanted to do it.
All right. That's funny. What's up, everybody? All right, so we went and saw Top Gun last night, Maverick. So I did like just stare. I did just like stare at the ceiling till like 2 a.m.
Did you really?
So I took a 5-hour energy. We went to the 10 o'clock movie. So we went to the 10 o'clock movie. Here he is, making a grand entrance. Ladies and gentlemen, the one, the only Eli James Anderman.
They need to go ahead and serve.
Man, I waited till 9 o'clock for you, bro, and I was like, you know what? Look at this guy. Bro, those are the same shorts you wore last night with the dirty egg stains on them. Or yesterday morning.
Yeah.
Look, you're out of the shot here, bro. You gotta do this.
They don't need to see me.
There you go. All right. Your co-host has a T-Bob clock. That's funny. All right, let's see. Let's move that one a little bit to get you there.
Happy Memorial Day.
I said that.
Happy Memorial Day. All right, so thanks for being here, everybody. So we went and watched Top Gun Maverick last night, 10 o'clock showing.
It was really good.
I had a 5-hour energy, drank a cup of coffee, and had an icy at the movie. And then that whole movie was like a giant adrenaline rush for 2 hours.
It was really good.
Yeah, it was really good. So I did not need any caffeine at all. I do this morning. Looks like you might also.
I need caffeine.
Nope.
Well,
Nope. All right, y'all, we'll say some good mornings in a second. So host sites were announced yesterday. Of course, LSU was not a host site. Talked about it yesterday. Got a call on Saturday. It looked like LSU was going to be the number 19. So y'all was adamant for a long time, for like the last 2 weeks, that they would host. They didn't. We'll run through some of the particulars as to maybe why. And I'll tell you this. The biggest problem that I have is, we're talking about LSU baseball. They're not going to host a regional.
I understand.
The biggest problem I have is you have a committee that clearly married itself to the RPI. But the biggest problem I have with that is it's a catch-22. Because, for example, they gave East Carolina a host. Okay, so East Carolina is the number 8 team in the RPI with a record of 42-18. East Carolina played 9 quad 1 games. They were 2-7 in those games. So they won 2 quad 1 games all year. They only played 9 quad 1 games, won 2 of them all year. Okay? But they're number 8 in the RPI. LSU,
45th.
25th in the RPI. LSU played 26 quad 1 games. They were 10-16. 26 quad 1 games. 26. LSU won more quad 1 games than East Carolina played, but East Carolina finished 8th in the RPI because they had a really good record in what is, according to the RPI, one of the worst leagues in college baseball. If you look at conference RPI, the American is 7th among 10 leagues. SEC, ACC, Big 12, Pac-12, Conference USA, Sun Belt, American. So you give a team, you reward a team because they're good in the RPI, but they basically manipulated that number by not playing anybody and winning a bunch of games. So the flip side would be a team like Vanderbilt, right? So Vanderbilt didn't have a great record. Vanderbilt finished 36-21. They played 27 games against the quad 1. Their strength of schedule was number 1 in the country. So they played the hardest schedule in the country but were 36 and 21, finished with a 7 RPI, one spot ahead of East Carolina. So basically what you're saying in giving East Carolina a host site is we'd rather you play nobody and win a bunch of games and play a really hard schedule and lose. So I'm not down with that, bro. Not down with that at all. Anyway, so if you're Jay Johnson, I mean, the lesson is don't ever schedule hard games, ever. Ever. Just don't schedule hard games. Just win a bunch of games against teams that suck. Schedule a bunch of swag schools. Just win a whole bunch of games. All right, let's say some good mornings here. See what y'all got.
Ready? I can handle it all. Good morning, everyone. Done.
Good job, bro. Ryan, Amanda Guidry, what's up? Truax, good morning. Hey, Dad, good morning. Greg Phillips, Kyle Gallo, Shelby Kelly. Yeah, I'm not worried about Shelby. Brian, what's going on, man? From Boston. All right, home of the Red Sox. No, sir. Let's see.
Is your name Matthew?
Huh?
Bro, is your name Matthew?
Yeah.
Wait, what? Your name's Matthew?
Yeah, Matt is short for Matthew. Why is that so stunning?
I did not know your real name was Matthew.
Yeah, Matt is short for Matthew.
Oh, I know who your real name is Matthew.
Did you not know Matt was short for Matthew? Like Mike is short for Michael?
Mike is short for Michael?
Mike is short for Michael.
Okay.
You want me to blow your mind?
Yeah. Yes.
Rich is short for Richard.
Oh, okay. I know
And Dick is another nickname for Richard.
that. I like that one.
I was waiting on it. How about Steve? Is short for Steven.
Steven.
Yeah. Did you not know any of this? You have any kids in your class who go by nicknames?
I have one that his name is Richard, but he calls himself by his middle name
Okay.
because he doesn't like the name Richard.
Got it. Okay. Gail Lindsay, love Top Gun. Okay.
Such a good movie.
What's your favorite part?
Ooh, I liked when they had the dog fights. I liked the first dog fight 'cause that was realistic. The second
It's
dog fight
realistic.
when they went to take the plane and grab
Oh,
the plane.
is this a spoiler? Oh, the spoilers.
Spoil it.
Spoilers.
He just asked me my favorite part.
I did.
He asked me my favorite
I
part.
did. All right, now, spoiler alerts. Are we talking about Top Gun? Spoiler alerts. Spoiler
No,
alerts.
Leave now if you want.
So basically, just what you're saying is that the second dog fight you don't think is realistic.
Yes.
But the first one's totally realistic.
Yeah. Definitely.
Okay. Eric Hart, your nephew's pulling a T-Bob wearing the same clothes, the dirty son of a bugger.
No, this is different. That's
The shorts the same, for sure. Jason Austin, what's good? Stacy Fontenot, good morning. Kyle Gallo. Dirty shorts, he's got a lot of T-Bob in him. Does he have a dirty car too?
I don't have a car. I wish I had a car.
Soon enough, bud. Jason Horn, Jonathan Martin, Kelly Presley, good morning. How's the beach? Beach is good. Thank you for asking. David Hawes, what's going on? Yeah, so Kyle Gallo mentioned Georgia Southern, East Carolina, Oklahoma State. Like, I can keep going through these. So I just mentioned East Carolina. That's one of them. Oklahoma State is another. Oklahoma State is 10th in the RPI. They were 39 and 20 on the year. 13 and 15 in quad one. Losing record against quad one. Strength of schedule 16. There's nothing on there. Tennessee's number one
No.
by far. I mean, they were 53 and 7. They were 20.
38.
They
Their
were
strength
20.
was 38, so
The strength of schedule
they
was
didn't
38.
try to have some bad teams.
That's not a terrible strength of schedule.
What was ours?
Yes, ma'am.
Can I give him these?
When is backpack ends?
Oh, you don't give too many hands?
So
They're a lot stronger.
LSU's strength of schedule was 19. Right? So, like, that's the thing that's annoying. Like, LSU's strength of schedule was 19.
Those
You played
30.
26 conference, or 26 quad one opponents. Like, you won 17 SEC games. Like, the ones that I have a problem with are East Carolina, Oklahoma State, Georgia Southern, and then Florida and Auburn hosting. That's another instance where the committee looked at RPI. They just married themselves to a metric. Florida 12th in the RPI, Auburn's 14th. Florida won 15 SEC games, LSU won 17. Auburn won 16 SEC games, LSU won 17. LSU has a head-to-head series win against Florida in Gainesville, but they look at the RPI and said, okay, well, Florida. And it's just, you've married yourself to a metric, which I'm not down with. And the committee wasn't until about a week ago. So, Trivia Carter, good morning. Tim Gotro, Larry Garner, what's up? Good morning. Logan 2019, Dane Bergeron, Randall Offrecht, Edward Shields. What do we tell these YouTubers? Smash the like button.
Smash the like button.
Smash the like button. Aaron Fontaine, Irfan Sayad, good morning. Rapping batches. RD, the real mayonnaise kid, said, were you up late with your girlfriend?
No, I was tired after we got home at like,
No long treacherous journeys yesterday?
No.
Huh?
No, I did not walk 3 miles.
Over the hills and through the woods?
Hey, shush. Wait, let's keep reading.
The
If you don't want to read, I'll read.
the arduous terrain.
Oh my God.
Ultimate Warrior. Ryan Rogers, Spurge, what's up? Edward O, David Wallace. Let's see, Randall, LSU's better than half of the teams. They got host sites. Jay Johnson should be upset. So look, the last time an SEC team won 17 games in the regular season, 17 league games, and did not host was actually LSU in 2018. It just has to matter. Like Arkansas winning 18 league games and that mattering more than Florida winning 15 or not mattering more than Florida winning 15 it's embarrassing, man. Because what happens is you disincentivize good scheduling. That's the problem.
Well, I can do it. What do I do?
Just turn it off. Just open up the small pouch in the back, and the button on the top left is the on-off button. Just hold it. Press and hold. Top left. There you go.
Good job, Mom.
Now you can take his backpack off. You just gotta clamp him. Clamp him. Clamp him. Just push, and then disconnect that. And then close the port. Yeah, close the port. Yep. Good job. And then take his backpack off. It's clipped on the front. It's clipped on his front. Yeah.
Okay, I got
Got it.
We did
it.
it.
Which side keeps this? Where does this stay?
That stays on the med port. Yeah, the small one on the med port.
Got it. Back
All right. Jason Horn said this is T-Bob's replacement.
I know,
All
thank
right.
you.
Earl Lytle, what's going on? Kyle Gallo, ECU, Georgia Southern will finish dead last in the SEC. I'll put it to you this way. I mean, if you go look at the
Let's use the knife right there.
that's ELO, that's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking at this is conference RPI.
Oh, okay.
So SEC, ACC, Big 12, Pac-12, Conference USA, Sun Belt, American, Big 10, Missouri Valley, West Coast. Like Big 10, that's another one. Like Maryland got a host site.
We have the hardest.
The Big 10 was was 8 out of 10 as far as conference strength of schedule. So Maryland played in a miserable league, but they were 45-12. Their strength of schedule, Maryland's strength of schedule.
Whoa.
Look at that. What is Maryland's strength of schedule?
107.
107. So they went 45-12 against a schedule that was 107th. They played a grand total of 7 quad 1 games. They were 3-4. They played 7 quad 1 games. It's top 50 opponents. They were 3-4. Yeah, they got a host site.
Is that good or bad? Bad.
It's
They
what depends.
They played
That's-
teams that like none of them were bad. Like all of them were
No,
pretty good.
quad 1 would be teams that are top 50 in the country. They played only 7 of them.
And how was their schedule?
So that's why their strength of schedule was so bad. Was 107. Their strength of schedule was 107. It was so bad because they didn't play anybody good. But they won a lot of games. So the RPI rewards them for winning a lot of games. So that's why it's flawed. It's like LSU's strength of schedule. Remember we talked about it?
22.
Was 19. So LSU played the 19th strongest schedule in America. Played 26 quad 1 games. They were 10-16 against quad 1. But they
there
were, but they were
some
30,
teams that
but they were
won.
38 and 20.
I don't see. I see Georgia Tech played the 5.
Yeah, Georgia Tech played the 5th toughest schedule because they're in the ACC. Remember, so the ACC is the second toughest conference in the league. So that's why.
I don't see why these two teams are not.
Well, that's the argument with someone like
Yeah.
Vanderbilt. So Vanderbilt's 7th in the RPI, played the toughest schedule in America, but they were 36 and 21. So like, essentially what I'm saying is, and that's the argument, right? So the committee's basically saying, we'd rather you play a weak schedule like Maryland, 107, and win a bunch of games than play a hard schedule and lose.
Then Vanderbilt, if they were playing an easy schedule, they might be up there
Right.
by Tennessee. They might be even above Tennessee.
Correct.
Tennessee was doing 38. That's flawed. That's so flawed.
Let's see. Devin Kelly, good morning. Good morning. Yes, sir. Jason Aguilar, Drew Hurst. What's up, Bennett Saya?
Oh, hello.
Look
How
at that.
you doing?
Easy E said WJ still sleeping. Wade's still sleeping. Eli was still sleeping when we started.
Definitely.
Yeah. I waited until 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock too. We were going to bed last night. Eli's like, "Uncle Matt,
9 o'clock. No.
so what time are you gonna do morning scone tomorrow?" I said, "Well, but I guess it kind of depends when Drew wakes up and probably same time." I was like, "Same time." I was like, "Let's do like 8:30." He goes, "How about 9 o'clock?" All right. We'll start at 9 o'clock. Oh yeah, there you go. Bob is short for Robert. Did you know that?
No.
Yeah.
There's some looking alike.
Yeah, I know. Weird, right? Like Richard and Dick. Sounds nothing alike, does it? I don't know.
Oh, Eli.
Hey, Mom,
Oh.
can I call Luke that?
You know what William is short for, or what's short? The nickname associated with William?
No.
Bill
Okay. That makes no sense.
and Will.
Makes no sense.
Right. Shelby Kelly. Sue is short for Suzanne.
Okay, that makes sense.
Pat short for Patrick.
That makes sense.
Alex short for Alexander.
That makes sense.
Okay. All right, good.
Hey, Eli is usually short for Elijah.
Oh, that's true. Eli short for Elijah.
Well, my
But
real
that's not
name's
your
not
name.
Elijah.
I know. Drew. Well, like Drew, you know, Drew is usually short for like Andrew. Did you know that?
Is the real name Andrew?
No, his name is Drew.
Oh, my name's Eli.
Yeah,
I don't like
same.
My name is Elijah.
Drew is not Andrew. He is just Drew. What's up, Steve Colson? Said T-Bob has been replaced. Happy me.
Yeah.
By the way, go drink you some Celibate today, ladies and gentlemen. Don't just hydrate.
Can I have it?
Celibate. Huh?
Can I have it?
No, Celibate's got caffeine in it. I don't think your mom wants you to have that. Quentin Breakbill. Earl Lytle, what's up? Good morning. Jerry DeLucky, sweeping and dominating Vanderbilt. RPI at the time was 3. At the end of the season, LSU's RPI didn't move as much as it should have, was confusing. Wins don't move you as high as losses drop you. I guess is a good way to say it.
That's dumb. I think they should be this.
That's why, again, it's a flawed metric.
That is flawed.
But I'll tell y'all, so because Jerry brought up, dominating Vanderbilt. So I guess I'll tell y'all at this point, like, why I was so adamant that LSU was going to host. So before LSU played Ole Miss, they were solidly in everybody's projection a host. They were anywhere from 9 to 13. I mean, they were in everybody's field as a host. They got swept by Ole Miss, and I thought they would drop out. Well, that Wednesday, so they lose to they get swept by Ole Miss. That Wednesday, the selection committee, had a Zoom call, and they updated their bracket. And after that Zoom call, so it was the Wednesday after the Ole Miss series, they had LSU as the number 16 seed. They still had LSU as a host. Again, that was after being swept by Ole Miss. The RPI dropped from 20 to 37, but they still had LSU right then as a host. And what I was told then, I won't obviously reveal the source, but suffice to say. That if LSU won 2 against Vanderbilt, they would lock up a host site. Then when they swept, I was told, yeah, they're a lot. If they had lost the Vanderbilt series, they were going to need to play into the weekend in Hoover. But they swept the series, so 17 conference wins, got your RPI back around 20. And so that's sort of the thing, right? So if you marry yourself to the RPI and LSU goes on the road, sweeps a team that's top 5 in the RPI.
I feel like if they had fixed the system to like, or it'd be like a good system, I feel like half the teams that are in the top bracket, we switch to the bottom, and then some bottom teams.
You're probably talking too low. I don't think they can hear you.
Well, they don't.
Well, they do need to hear you. We're doing a show for them watching.
Oh, my bad. Okay, so I think that if they would fix the system and make it a good system, I think that half the teams from the upper bracket would go down and teams from the lower bracket would go up, besides like Tennessee and stuff like that. Teams that actually like...
You mean in the SEC tournament or in the
SEC
regional?
Regional.
In the regional?
No, SEC tournament. SEC. I don't know what I'm talking about.
So like that's how they seed it, right? So like the 1 seed plays the lowest seed. So that's how it happens. So the worst team plays the best team, and then kind of comes to that.
Yeah, I understand that part.
All right. Preston, wouldn't scheduling hard games versus teams with a good RPI, even if you lose them, help? See, like Preston, that's the problem. So he says, like, look at Florida. Okay, look at Vanderbilt. You know, Vanderbilt had the number 1 strength of schedule, finished 7th in the RPI, but they were 36-21, and I think they were 14-16 in the SEC. So Florida was 1 game better than Vanderbilt in the league play, but got a host site because they played into the weekend at the SEC tournament. Let's see, David Hawes, is there any plan to change the SEC tournament format, playing ball after midnight? No, I mean, David, they had to get those games in. And it always kind of goes like that. I remember earlier in the week we were wondering, you know, would they end up canceling games or going to single elimination? They got it all in, you know. And they have enough time built into the back end where it's single elimination on Saturday where they can make up games. I mean, the format change was when they went to 12 teams, because if you remember in 2011, LSU was left out of the NCAA tournament. They were left out of regionals when they had an RPI, I think, of 23. But I think they were 13-17 in league play, and they didn't qualify for the SEC tournament, which I think at the time was 10 teams. So that's why they expanded it to 12, to make sure that didn't happen again if you had a team. I mean, look at Kentucky's going to be a case in point this year. We'll see if Kentucky gets in. They may not. But Kentucky gave themselves a chance to play into the, same with Alabama, to play into the regional field because of the SEC tournament. Let's see. Darren Gagnon, good morning from Destin. Don't understand Florida over LSU. I'm with you, Darren. I mean, it's RPI. That's what it is. The committee married themselves to the RPI. Florida's got an RPI of 8, even though LSU won more league games, has a head-to-head over Florida. Florida strength of schedule's 8. I mean, that's why. Again, like, they can basically make their decision and then explain it later. There isn't a set of criteria that the committee has to abide by to announce or to seed the field. But I guess my point is, like, if you're going to do this, if you're going to be that reliant on the RPI, then why do we need a committee? Why do we need a committee? Just look at the RPI and seed the field that way. But then what you're going to have is coaches scheduling to manipulate that number. And I think that's a problem. Let's see. Jesse Post, morning about watching me sent to Corvallis. Then I've seen different projections. I know some have them going to Hattiesburg, some have them going to Louisville, some have them going to College Park. I guess what I'll look at as precedent when I look at the 3 times in this format LSU's been sent away. They've gone to Los Angeles, Corvallis, and Eugene. So I find it hard to believe that LSU would be sent to Hattiesburg. If they do, phenomenal. It becomes an LSU home regional because it's 2 hours away and LSU fans will go take over. But I think more likely, you know, they'd send LSU to, like I said, Louisville or Corvallis, some you mentioned. Well, actually, it wouldn't be that. They would go to, if LSU, and again, what I was told Saturday is the committee in their final bracket had LSU at 19. So if LSU's at 19, they would be the third of the two seeds, which means they would go to they would be the 2 seed at the number 14 teams regional, whoever that would end up being. Brett Dagro, good morning. Let's see. Edward, I hope they send us to East Carolina. That would be a just reward. Brian Wynn, good morning. Where do you think the Tigers will end up? Yeah, I mean, I think they'll be a 2 seed at whoever they end up seeding as number 14. So, we'll see.
What do you think the end of the line with LSU will be? Like, where do you think will be completely done?
Yeah, so I guess it kind of depends on. It depends on where they're sent, right? So, if the committee sends them to Corvallis, I don't think they'll win that regional. Right? If they get sent up to Corvallis, Oregon, if they get sent to like Georgia Southern or Maryland or East Carolina, I mean, of course, I think they'll win those regionals. So if you win that, then it depends who you're paired with. So like, let's say hypothetically, LSU goes as the 2 seed to who? Let's hypothetically just say number 14 is Maryland or East Carolina. Let's say it's East
So we
Carolina.
go to Maryland for the.
Let's say East Carolina. So let's say you go to East Carolina for the regional. So then, if East Carolina is say 14, then they're going to be paired with the number 3 teams regional. So for the super regionals, right? So you might go like, let's say if that's Stanford or North Carolina or someone like that. So then if you win, then you'd have to play the winner of that regional. So like they'd have to go and play at Oregon State or Stanford or something like that. And I think that would be really tough. Could they? They could, sure. And if they win that, then they go to Omaha. But I think they have a chance. We'll see how the regional looks, but I think they'll have a chance to win a regional and then go play a super regional. Super regional's 2 out of 3, see if you can go win a weekend. Brett Dagro, Georgia Southern as a host is a joke. I agree, but again, it's RPI. Like, I mean, I have a lot of thoughts. I kind of wish I was going on air tomorrow, but I mean, Georgia Southern was 6-11 in quad 1. Strength of schedule was 34. But their record's 41-18. All right, let's see. Connor O'Neill, Arkansas and LSU had more SEC wins than Auburn. Auburn ends up hosting while LSU and Arkansas have to travel. And Florida. Florida is more egregious than Auburn. Randall Albright, Maryland, Southern Miss, Virginia Tech wouldn't be hosting if they played in the SEC. The committee rewarded them for playing nobody all year. Exactly. Duval, what's up? TCU wins the Big 12. Oklahoma finished second, wins the tournament. The Big 12, third place and fourth place teams, Texas and Oklahoma State, get a hostess so bad. Here's the other thing I'll tell you, Duval. Well, first of all, the Big 12 was brutal this year, and TCU and Oklahoma were not great. Neither was Oklahoma State, by the way. But Texas is the interesting one because Texas, when they were healthy, was number 1 in the country. But they suffered injuries, and so the committee obviously didn't ding them because of the injuries, whereas you could look at LSU losing Barry for the Ole Miss series, and then Barry and Doty in the SEC tournament, and clearly got dinged, so it's unfortunate. Bobby, good morning. Wendell Norman, good morning. Let's see. Edwardo, I think beating Louisiana Tech twice during the midweek may have made the difference. It wouldn't. I mean, listen, Eduardo, if sweeping Vanderbilt, a top 5 RPI team on the road, didn't get you back into the top 20, winning a midweek game against Tech wouldn't have. So you can't kid yourself on that, man. Like, honestly, the thing that would have been better is if you look at LSU's non-conference to start the season. Like, you played 3 games against Bethune-Cookman. I mean, that's the Maine, Towson Southern, and then Bethune-Cookman series are what ultimately dinged you in your non-conference strength of schedule. Like LSU's non-conference strength of schedule was 108. That's
Iraq's awake.
sub Iraq. That's the blemish. Is LSU's non-conference strength of schedule was 108. So, if you're Jay Johnson, you have to look at it and say, okay, well, do you schedule tougher in the pre-conference to boost that non-conference strength of schedule, or do you schedule even weaker to stockpile wins because that's clearly what the committee's looking at. So it's tough, man. Like, you got to play that game and try to decide what the committee's gonna care about. Kenneth Martin, thanks for telling us to book it, that LSU hosts a regional. I bet a friend in lost. That was bad reporting, Matt. Never again will listen to you when you say book it. Cool, Kenneth. That could be your loss. And I wouldn't say that it's reporting. And I gave you an opinion based on the information I had. So I didn't say breaking news, but that's cool. You do you, man. Let's see. Gulf South. Hi, I'm Dick. Only 2 people call me that, though. It's Richard to everyone else. Let's see. Irfan say, best guess on where we go for the regionals. Don't know. Haven't asked. Let's see. Eric Wilder out of Morning. A ton of respect for the job you do. Certainly not going to be right 100% of the time. That said, this was the most confident you've been. Was this the most confident you've been with something had been wrong? It's a good question. I'd have to think about that.
But I wouldn't move because of my grandkids.
Yeah, we'll get to it. I don't know about that one. With hindsight, I guess I wouldn't have gone as hard, but I mean, I'm telling you, when I know the committee met after the Ole Miss game and had LSU 16, and then they swept Vanderbilt. Boy, they were in a really good spot. Let's see. I don't know if 3 Louisiana schools are going to be the same regional. Probably just a writer looking for clicks, making up things. Let's see. Wendell Norman, nephew is sharp.
Thank you.
A&M ducked the midweek games, get rewarded with a joke. Well, I mean, they ended up playing into the weekend in the SEC tournament. I mean, they finished 22 in the RPI.
Yeah, I only want when I go out.
15-8 against Quad 1.
Neighbors and stuff.
That's where it goes. Like, if you try to figure out what they're thinking, it's, I mean, there's so many inconsistencies that, like, exactly, how do you explain that? How do you explain A&M 22 in the RPI being a host over Vanderbilt, which was 7th in the RPI, and say, well, because they had a better conference record. Okay, well then why is Florida at 15-15 in the league a host over LSU and Arkansas, which won 17 and 18 games?
No sense.
Let's see, Cajunomics, this may be a blessing for LSU. We'll see. We'll see we'll see. Blaine Sanchez, maybe, just maybe, midweek losses, wins, losses matter, just maybe. But they don't, Blaine, that's the point. Like, just playing a game, right? Just playing a game against Bethune-Cookman or something like that, that dings you. Like, that's the point. LSU's non-conference schedule was 108. It doesn't matter if you won that game or not. Just playing the game drags down your strength of schedule. That's what you're missing. Like, I understand you thinking that, but that's someone who doesn't understand how this metric works. That's your problem. Like, we can go look at 100 examples of these, like we keep talking about. Like, A&M was 37 and 18. A&M chose not to play their last RPI, their last midweek game. Do you understand that? A&M chose not to play their last midweek game because it was going to drag down their RPI. Win or lose, just playing the game dings you. So that's the challenge. Like, do you schedule tougher and have a season like Vanderbilt? Or do you schedule like Maryland and East Carolina?
I want to do it.
Huh?
Can I do that one?
Yeah, go ahead.
These nuts, good morning. I know I'm
Biased.
biased, but the committee got this one wrong.
Eli in practice?
No, it's a name.
Yeah.
But Eli asked, "Can I do it?" That's funny. Oh yeah, Jim is short for James.
Hey, Jim.
You call him Jim.
Jimmy.
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 What's
Oh,
up, Jim?
That's your new name, Dad.
Your dad's name
Hey,
is Jim.
Jimmy.
Let's see. Brad Jean. Let's see. SEC tournament mattered for Florida, but didn't for Auburn. Which one is it? Great point. Like that's why it's so hard to try to time your jump with them and what they're going to decide. It's exactly the point. Shelby Kelly, these dick jokes with 11-year-old Eli tells me so much about Terrio. LOL. He laughs at stuff like that all the time, and he's a 40-year-old man. Ryan Bouguet, wish the committee had a consistent criteria. That's the problem, right? Let's see. Daniel Sonetz, good morning. Patrick Cason, Jeff McKithen, Brian Wynn. Not sour grapes, but if money drives the train, LSU sells out of home region while other venues barely get a few hundred fans at the gate. Jeremy Mizell.
Hey. Dad, even could say hi to Jeremy. Mr. Jeremy. Mr. Jeremy's on.
What's up?
My dad says, "What's up, Mr. Jeremy?"
Brant Roban, when will they announce? Fields announced it. What's that?
Tell me best friend says hi.
Your best friend's aside, Mr. Jeremy.
Brant Roban, when will they announce? 11 a.m. today, Field gets announced. Let's see. Kyle Taylor, I wouldn't be mad if LSU ended up in Chapel Hill. That's an hour drive for me. I'd be there in my purple and gold. Kenneth Westbrook, what's up? Joey Langley. Weekends like what happened with Ole Miss is why LSU's left out, roller coaster. But Joey, it's not exactly. I mean, the thing that ultimately hurt the most was your non-conference RPI was 108. I'm sorry, your non-conference strength of schedule was 108. So when you look back to your pre-conference and playing the Southern Towson pre-conference, the Bethune-Cookman, like that crushes your non-conference strength of schedule, which will bring down your RPI. So, I mean, you like, and again, you won all those games. That's the argument about midweeks that I try to explain to people that you just make up in your mind. Like, you can schedule those games and win them, but it's still going to pull down because it's you're playing these teams that like. Okay, let's see. Bethune-Cookman is. Let's see what they are.
There are a lot of teams.
Yeah, 301. So let's see. Bethune-Cookman.
No way.
Let's see.
Some of these teams are like 6 and 41.
They're terrible.
Blown up in one of those things.
No, it's just.
So let's see.
And he says it's just traveling the world.
I never knew how many baseball teams there were.
Oh yeah, bro.
It's all over the place.
You would never. Have we played the Navy? That was
Elvis is coming out.
So Southern again, who you played twice in that Towson series, and then again during the midweek. Southern's RPI is 237. Bethune-Cookman's 236. So you had 7 games against Southern and Bethune-Cookman who were 236 and 237 in the RPI. Like, that drags down your strength of schedule. Towson, look for Towson, Maine. Let's see. Maine is 166. Played 3 games against them. I can't even find Towson. Who cares? But you'll understand. Yeah, you played 2 midweek games against UNO. That's 138. Again, drags your schedule down. Anyway. No Pringles for breakfast today, bro? What you got there?
What you got there?
It's a healthy, hearty. It's fruit. He's eating fruit.
for snacks.
He's eating fruit for breakfast.
For snacks.
That's what Dad would say.
It is
Oreos
fruit.
and milk. You got your dairy.
You got your dairy. I mean, ice cream. It's milk, Erica.
I changed my mind, I'm having Oreos and milk.
Yeah, I'll take that too.
Chocolate cake.
No, what he put, that's when he puts fruit in his ice cream.
Look, I got strawberries, I got fruit,
Got milk.
got milk, tons of dairy, it's fruit. This is good for you, Tanya.
Sounds
Dad doesn't think he talks that way, but he
I don't talk
Why
that.
do y'all say I talk like that? I don't.
Oh man. Let's see.
I'm gonna boil some eggs. Anybody want one?
Can you scramble me an egg?
Sure. Are you gonna eat it?
Yes.
We're just gonna flick it on your shorts again.
Yeah.
More
Dave,
likely.
you want some boiled eggs?
That's more like.
Erica, do you want to do Ask E-Rock?
I think scrambled eggs.
Okay. Erica's here. Little Ask E-Rock. If y'all are down, fire away. Let's see.
Oh, I got an apple.
Justin Dufour, is it really that bad considering LSU as a host would have been paired with Tennessee or Oregon State for Supers? It's a good question. I mean,
Secret covert missions.
what?
I have an Ask E-Rock.
I said,
Does the military fight people
Secret covert missions.
after Texas?
Ask E-Rock, are dinosaurs real? We saw Jurassic Park preview in
I didn't
Erica.
watch those previews. I'm so sad about little bitty Tyrannosaurus or whoever.
As a raptor. As a raptor. The baby raptor that got stolen.
So after the movie yesterday, E-Rock said, "Does the military really go on missions like that?"
No, I said, do people really fight planes like that?
That's even better.
Do people really die?
No one really died fighting.
They're very
And
sad.
then we say no. They go fly to each other and talk it out peacefully. No, they
They're very
die.
sad. Not like
It's
that.
very sad. That's
Very
what
sad.
Not like that.
Memorial Day.
Happy Memorial Day.
Day.
Exactly.
Thank you for your service.
Let's see. Chance Babin, 4 Louisiana schools in postseason regional. Southern lost a tough one in 14. David Hawes, will the Scone sidekick be attending LSU sometime in the future?
Yes.
You're going to go to LSU?
Oh yes.
Yeah.
100%.
What are you going to study?
Engineering.
What do you want to do?
I want to make weapons for the military. Off of a private,
Don't tell that to Nanny.
off of a private contractor. I don't want to work for the government. I want to work for a private contractor. I want bombs and missiles, that kind of stuff.
Did you find your grits?
Wants to make bombs and missiles. Eli's going to make bombs and missiles to put on the, to put on the planes. I know.
I said that since I was like 3, 4.
He wants to be a weapons designer.
Not making
Richie
them.
Burt, what's going on? Let's see. I'm ribbing you this morning for being wrong because you told us that. Yeah, that's fine. For sure. I appreciate the fact you aren't afraid to put an opinion out there without straddling the fence. For sure, man. Strikes and gutters. That's just the job, man. If I could say in hindsight, I still absolutely would have told you all that I thought LSU was going to host. I would have tempered it a bit. I went hard. I was adamant. I know for a fact that the Wednesday after LSU was swept by Ole Miss, the committee still had LSU 16 in their field. They were still a host. And then they swept Vanderbilt and beat Kentucky in the SC tournament. It should have been enough. It should have been. Let's see. Shelby Kelly, in fairness, I'm almost 30, and dick jokes are still funny to me too.
Oh my god. No, it wasn't that common. I was
Here's a good one. Brian Wynn, does Eli bunt?
So, hilarious.
We talked
story.
about this the other day.
So, I'm a pretty decent bunter. I've laid down some good bunts, and I'm the only one on my team that does bunt. Because when I do bunt,
a weird
and
thing to brag about,
and
but
it's a
okay.
Good,
Tyler Bunn. Lots of people like.
not on my team.
Okay.
No one bunts on my team. If I get down a good bunt, I usually make it. So yeah. I don't like it though. I'd rather hit.
Do you like him what? Let's just leave it at that.
I can't.
Can.
Oh.
Brian Wynn, Richard jokes aside, everyone laughs when they say Uranus.
You're in it too.
Or Erica laughs. Bruh, that's pitiful.
No, you're funny.
You can fart and it makes me laugh. I can't resist it.
Let's see. Doodle-doodle-doo.
These nuts is
Merrick
These
Mathern.
nuts is back.
Yep, Henry. Hank.
These nuts has said Henry is short for Hank.
Oh, Hank is short for Henry.
I'm not. Yeah.
Go the other way.
That makes more sense.
Doodle-doo-doo-doo. Let's see. Strong side. Does Eli collect baseball or football cards?
I have a lot of baseball cards. From yours truly.
Oh, sorry, I did give you some baseball cards.
A lot. Not some. You gave me like 5 cases.
Yeah, that's probably just I'm getting rid of all my junk. You can have more if you want. I
I'll
got
take them.
tons.
I'll take them. Hey, if I keep them.
You realize they're not worth anything.
Hey, what if I die and then?
Maybe in maybe in 100 years.
Okay, perfect.
All right.
We'll be fine. We'll be fine. We'll make like $10.
Cageonomics. I'd like to see us go to East Carolina. Taz, good morning. Let's see, Cortland winning Hoover matters a ton. But Cortland, does it? Like, that's the question. Auburn got bounced the first day, and they're a host with fewer SEC wins than LSU, right? Like, that's the point. Like, what? It mattered for Florida. It didn't matter for Auburn. And Florida has a better RPI than Auburn. Florida's at 12. Auburn is 14. Auburn played fewer quad 1 games than LSU. LSU was 10-16. Auburn was 11-10. So LSU played 5 more quad 1 games. I mean, it's just when you try to find the consistency, it's not there. That's the frustrating part. Let's see. Randy,
Randy.
short for Randall. Yeah. Let's see. Taz, you can always count on Taz to change it up a little bit. Coming here with the Saints question. I can't believe CBS has the Saints offense in the 3rd tier of teams this year and has Tampa ranked first. Well,
short for Daniel.
oh, that's true.
Yeah, Dan just like, hey Dan.
Dan?
It's just a nickname.
Matt's short for Matthew.
That's where they started. Someone was like, "Good morning, Matthew," and he's like, "Your name is Matthew?" It's like, "Well, yeah, Matt short for Matthew." So that's how this whole thing started. Let's
Dan's like a
see.
nickname.
Yeah, Taz, I can believe it. I mean, you lose your starting left tackle. They were second to last in the NFL in passing offense last year. You're going to miss Alvin Kamara for 6 games. Don't really know if Mike Thomas is healthy. So, I mean, I get
Thomas
it.
coming back? He was out the year.
Should be back this year. So Taz, I get it. Like it's a two-sided coin. Like you can either take a skeptical wait and see approach, or you can take more of the optimistic approach of, look, Michael Thomas healthy. You bring in Jarvis Landry. You add Chris Olave, 3-headed monster receiver. Jameis, when he was healthy last year, was really efficient. You know, your offensive line's healthy. You know, I mean, I agree with all the things you're saying, but
Don't die on us.
I mean, they were also the 2nd worst passing offense in the NFL last year, and no Sean Payton. Let's see. Edward O. Sweeping Vandy should have sealed the deal. That Kentucky loss hurt LSU way more than it should have, especially we beat them 2 days before. Yes. Let's see. Playing in the SC tournament hurt the RPI. I mean, it did, actually, yeah. Cortland, Florida was 15-15. The Vandy series didn't matter near as much. Has a run, and Hoover apparently would have. A win over Tennessee would have been interesting to see what it would have done. Because you dropped from 20 to 22, would have put you in the teens, and that might have done it. Let's see, Florida and Auburn hosting BS. Florida turning around and press them enough. Let's see, go Tigers. You got your eggs. What's
I
that?
didn't have more shorts this time.
Well, because you haven't even eaten them yet. They're sitting right there.
I know.
He doesn't watch anything.
You already had breakfast, I thought, bro.
I know. I have breakfast.
He doesn't watch anything.
Eli had his fruit.
I have my fruit, guys.
Eggs.
Yeah,
Balanced breakfast.
Yeah.
Fruit and protein.
Yes.
Yes, perfect.
He doesn't watch anything, okay?
Yeah, he just clicks.
That's the ultimate Rory attorney wins matter. Arkansas ain't hosting anymore. Well, then why is Auburn not? Or then why is Auburn hosting? Auburn was bounced by Kentucky. Auburn had a loss to the last team in the field on the first day. The last team in the SEC tournament field. Why are they hosting with fewer wins than LSU? So like that's the point. Like for every point, there's a counterpoint. Like it's just inconsistent the way they do it. I'm not saying that there is a great way to do it, but you have to find some level of consistency, and it's non-existent. That's the unfortunate part. Dave Ender, what's up?
What kind of bowl is that? Wait, Matt. Look at Mom's bowl. She's eating grits.
Would you like?
Oh my
She's
god.
eating grits.
That's a big bowl.
The grits. What did you do?
Well,
No, stop. There's only a little bit of grits in there. It's not like she's eating it.
so my mother-in-law made a bowl of grits.
It's the biggest
Oh, is that for you and Mary?
It's the biggest bowl of grits I've ever seen. Is this a mixing bowl? Are we making
I went over there. I'm like,
We
what
making
is
some cake
that?
batter?
I mean, are we baking a wedding cake today?
That was such little shit.
Hey,
Tanya,
you say that.
first one morning scone.
Ended up morning scone.
They didn't hear me.
Yeah,
they did.
Yeah, they did.
Balls and heart. Yeah.
Huh?
We're going to talk about
Oh,
balls and heart. Yeah.
Oh no, and Richard did in that one.
Okay, Mom, why did you use that bowl? Seriously.
Because the last time when I tried these, they helped me have little bitty bones. They kept falling off the boat.
This bowl
Mom.
is it good enough?
I didn't see another
Mom,
boat.
there's a on the counter. They're in there.
Oh, no, that don't find it.
Just do you.
Let's see.
Get your big little Harry Potter bowl.
Chance Babin. No, here you go. Here's the question for you. Jeremy Ham said, "I hope Eli only bunts for base hits and not just to advance a runner."
Yes, I do bunt for base hits.
Boom.
I don't bunt to
I
base.
think bunting is like a give up.
It is
No, like
Not when you're good at it.
I just think bunting is stupid.
It is.
to advance a runner. It is.
I do not bunt to advance a runner.
You want to bunt for a hit or to score a run? I'm down. You're giving up and out just to advance a runner? Nope, not for it.
I know, like if you get
Swing away.
If you get
Never bunt, hit homers.
I am
No, I'm with you. Bunt for hits, for sure. Bunt
not
for
to
hits.
bunt to give up a run. I'm basically trying to get myself out.
Why would you try to get yourself out?
That's
If
what
I'm
bunting
bunting-
is.
If I'm bunting, to
You're
give
saying
up,
I'll give up and out
If I-
to move the runner.
if I'm giving up
To
my
put him in a more
at-bat,
advantageous opportunity
if
to
I'm
score a
giving up
run.
my at bat to get
But
out,
bunting right now is at literally historic lows in Major League Baseball because in the era of advanced metrics, everyone has realized now that bunting doesn't actually work at the clip. It's not saying it never works, but
it sometimes
The
works
Met-
when the third baseman is far out. The pitcher, it's a big boy, and he's not. If you put it down the third base
we're not
line,
talking about
they're
bunting for a
not-
hit. We're talking about bunting just to advance a runner.
Oh no,
That's
the
the
guy
point.
could.
So in Major League, let me finish my point. So Major League Baseball, right now, they're at historically low levels of bunting because
No bunts.
with advanced, hold on, with advanced metrics, what they've learned is like it feels like the right thing to do to advance a runner, but it actually doesn't work more times because you have statistically a better probability of getting a single, a double, a triple, a homer, a walk, a hit by pitch, a pass ball, an error. There's so many other things that can happen that will give you a better chance of scoring than just advancing a runner or giving up and out. Because you give up and out, now there's a less probability of you scoring. Now, like that person, the next person has to deliver a hit. Make sense? Okay. Sorry, I hit your leg.
Oh,
Sorry, I hit your leg.
okay.
How's your eggs?
Okay.
Good. Now eat 15 more of them.
Okay.
And you know, I resent the fact that she's wearing glasses when she doesn't need to wear glasses.
James does too.
I do.
Yeah.
I was just on my phone though.
Who wrote that?
Matt.
I just said I resent the fact that
We
the
paved the way for that to be cool.
who did
The people who have to wear
who wear glasses, yeah. Yeah.
You don't have to wear them now, Matt.
Brian Wynn said, Matt, where are the girls to co-host? Talking about Olivia and Sophia. They're not here this year. Sophia had a cheer tryout or something. And so they're not here. So they're asking. But Brother E's here, rocking and rolling.
Oh, you actually got grease on there.
We offered yesterday.
She declines.
Yep, look, Justin Dufour. Power hitters don't get asked to bunt. Eat those eggs. That's right. Protein. Build that power. Let's see. Smash the like button if you would.
It's not
Appreciate
true.
that.
Power hitters do bunt.
No, they don't. They power hits.
Mm,
Lucky doesn't bunt.
he's tried. Coach has tried him to. But doesn't see that.
Okay.
It's also a little different in youth baseball. Like when you get to higher levels, like you're not gonna ever ask a cleanup hitter to bunt. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, for y'all, like, you can put a lot of pressure on a defense by bunting, right? Because kids are more likely to make errors and stuff like that. So, then again, LSU made a lot of errors this year. They're very good defensively. Let's see. Go Tigers said Florida got to pay for that new baseball field. Follow the money. Go Tigers. You missed the point. Like regionals are an NCAA tournament event. That's not a money-making event for the host site. It's
Drew, would you like to solve?
that's revenue for the NCAA. And we've seen regionals before in Gainesville where nobody goes. Let's see, Logan 2019. I hope guys like Cruz and Morgan get to experience postseason at the box. Completely agree, Logan. And I think they will next year. They should be really good next year. But if Dylan Cruz plays 3 years at LSU and never gets a home regional, that would just be an absolute. Oh, God, it would suck. Ghastly Gamer fans don't even go to the. Oh, yeah, talking about Florida, yeah. Gulf South, you can tell us midweek games don't matter. La Tech finished 38, so those 2 losses had to have hurt us. But they don't, Gulf South. That's the point I'm telling you, man. Like, you swept Vanderbilt on the road. You swept Vanderbilt, the number 7 team in the RP. You swept them on the road. 3 wins on the road against Vanderbilt, the number 7 team in the RP. They were 3 when you played them. Like, why is this hard to comprehend? Like, why is this hard for you to comprehend? Like, the bigger deal, like the thing that dragged LSU down is its non-conference strength of schedule is 108. The thing that dragged you down is you played 3 games against Bethune-Cookman, 4 games against Southern, 2 games against Towson. Like, that's what dragged you. Maine, that's what dragged you down. Go Tigers. Let's see, BB504. If LSU gets paired with Pac-12 school, Jay Johnson will be familiar with them. That's true. Let's see. Projection Saturday had us going to Louisville. Some teams lost Sunday. Now they have Southern Miss. It ain't. But you'll find out in about an hour. Florida, Auburn, and Georgia State hosting is a joke. East Carolina is the bigger joke. East Carolina's strength of schedule, for those just joining, is East Carolina was 42-18. They played 9 quad 1 games. They were 2-7. They won 2 games. 2 games all season against teams in the top 50. 2. East Carolina hosting is a joke. That's the biggest farce of all of them. Lenny Moss, my cousin Steele Netterville with a walk-off win for Tech yesterday. Awesome, man. Congrats to the fam. These bunts. Jeremy Ham, hashtag these bunts. Let's see. Shane Danos, what's good? Dave Ender, sharing a bottle of tequila with the triangular wood box in the office today. It has a flag in it every day. Oh, got it. Yeah, Dave, happy Memorial Day, man. For whoever that is, that's close to you, man. Let's see. Shane Danos, what's good, man? How about the fight Maine Black Bears? Yeah, part of it. LSU has to schedule candy-ass games to make the home fans happy. Not exactly, go Tigers. So I'll tell you something that I know Jay Johnson is looking to do is he is looking to take the team on the road for and to play at least one true road pre-conference series against a big boy. Oklahoma State, Stanford, name it, but he wants to do that. I think you are going to see LSU start to do that. I think you're going to see LSU actually go the other direction. I think they're going to try to schedule much tougher. But but again, that was the thing that dragged LSU down this year was its pre-conference. I mean, playing. Just think by contrast, what Will Wade always did. Will Wade was brilliant at manipulating the numbers. He'd play, Belmont or someone like that he knew would win 20+ games because, the computers would respond to that. And I don't know if this year was just a situation with Jay Johnson where he got in late and had to make up a schedule as best he could and Tate was available. But, I mean, that's what hurt you, was playing the games in the pre-conference against Bethune-Cookman and Southern and all this.
Getting hot. You watching on dinner over here?
What is she doing?
My makeup.
What do you think about that?
She's doing a great job.
Fancy that.
Look, Jake Nola said Jay Johnson should hire Will Wade to do his scheduling. It's part of it. Is the math equation part of it? Let's see, who wants to join me for some morning sit-ups? 100, let's get it. You want to do some sit-ups? Hit 100 sit-ups, Z.
Yep.
Go ahead, get them. Get them.
Where's
Go. 1.
Do you want to hold on?
He got to 1.
Oh, thanks.
2. 3. 4. We got a long way to go. 5.
You don't worry about me. Let's go.
6.
Ooh, Dad got some grits in a regular
7.
bowl.
Did you see my bowl?
Eli,
Eight.
turn around, I'll hold your feet. Turn around.
That feels like cheating. Because then he's using that as what, torque? That's cheating, bro.
That's how you do sit-ups.
No,
Yes, it is.
it makes it easier. You got to use your core instead of using the pressure.
My core.
Instead of using the pressure from your mom's hands holding your feet down.
Using my core.
You put your feet
Dude,
on
I didn't use my feet.
100%.
Because it makes it easier.
It's not making it easier. Trust me.
It does make it easier because otherwise your feet would be coming off the ground. You'd be fighting
Oh, look
with your
out.
core to keep your feet on the ground. Yeah, oh God, look, oh my God, look how much easier it might be. Now do one. Hold your feet, now do one. Oh crap, look, you can do them now.
Go, just get 100.
Mm-hmm.
How many you got to do?
100.
What do you get for that?
Nothing.
Somebody on here said, let's do 100 sit-ups, and so he jumped down and did them. He's doing 100. Go, go, go. Ooh. Bro just conked his head on the ice chest.
Go.
You alright,
No
bro?
pain.
You alright?
No pain.
He goes, no pain, no pain.
Come closer. Do that again. Go.
No pain. No pain.
Oh, man. Oh, it's so good. Let's see. All right. Oh my God! He just farted right in her face. Mom is sitting there holding his feet while he does sit-ups, and he just ripped one right in her face.
Kaboom!
Oh man! You got 60 more to go, bruh.
I'll do that later.
Woo!
Hey, you better do your 100. 140.
Let's see.
I think you like being short.
Let's see.
Mom.
Where am I? They're saying I'm at the point where you're talking about your career ambition. Like, man, kid's got it all figured out. This guy's trivia Carter. He's a Marine. He said Eli's very intelligent, going for the military contracts. Very smart. Boom, got it. Let's see. Does Eli have any Bitcoin?
Where's Padre?
Do you have any Bitcoin?
I do not.
He does not have any Bitcoin.
Jimmy.
Could a team refuse to play in Hoover? No way. No way. No way. No way.
Yeah, I do.
Alex Barnes, Matt, I saw a truck with GameCoin sticker on the back again. Took a picture of it. I don't know who that is. Yeah, send it to me. I'm sure. I don't know who it is. D. Ask E-Rock.
These rocks.
Well, actually, he just did the whole intro to AFR. Off we go. Welcome aboard.
You want to ask him? You want to pop
He's here?
Yeah.
Who's here?
Thank God.
Who's here?
Somebody's coming to fix the hot tub here. We're at, so the house that we're staying at has like a pool and a hot
Lauren
tub.
said that they're cleaning the pool, but I said
Oh,
they should
good.
be working on the hot tub.
Do you want to go ask him?
I do, so I know.
Are you Lauren or no?
Yeah.
Go get him, Mark.
Jesse Post, Eli rocks.
I know. I do. Self-confidence.
DA, Matt, can we expect everybody to be healthy for the regionals? Yeah, I think so. Milazzo would be the one that I wouldn't expect much from, but Barry and Doty, they kept out of the SC tournament for the point of having them healthy in the regional. Go Tigers, they should do a lottery type regional selection. Let's see. RPI is way overrated, I agree. Keaton, Barry, and I'm late as LSU hosting. They are not.
Look at this. Look at this. I
Good.
agree with this.
Cortland, in the MLB extra innings, when you start with the man on second, you're the home team, do you bunt? I wouldn't. Let's see, Deacon Alec Campbell, Crow Matt, just Josh in, I'm late to the morning, have a meaningful Memorial Day. Peace. By the way, I have been all morning. I'll own it. Shoot, I was adamant that LSU would host. And, I mean, and I feel still they should have hosted. I think it's a bad precedent whenever you have a team from the best league that wins 17 games and Arkansas wins 18. And then you win a game in Hoover as well, and you're not hosting, and two other teams from the league with fewer wins than you are hosting, that's a problem. Because that sets a very bad precedent. Like you have to have some type of target for these teams to be able to shoot for, like to know what it's going to take to get in, to be a host, etc. And generally that benchmark has been 17 league wins in the SEC. If you win 17 games in the league, you're going to be hosting. This year, 2 teams hit that benchmark and are not hosting, and 2 teams that did not are, in Florida and Auburn, and that's a problem. Because then you start to say, well, this mattered. Like if we're talking about RPI, well, okay, well if RPI mattered, then like why is someone like East Carolina hosting when their schedule is basically built upon having not played any good RPI teams? They played 9 total games. There were 2-7 against quad 1 teams. 9 total games against quad 1. Like, that's atrocious. You're basically saying you'd rather just load up your schedule with patsies and win a bunch of games than actually play good games and good teams. I just think it's a problem. Let's see, Keaton Berry and, were you looking at that one? Just steal the base if you want to advance the runner, don't bunt for that.
Thank you.
Let's see, they played their best on the road. If they keep that going, they should be good. Let's see, Todd Jones, Matt, is LSU going to do anything about their lousy baseball attendance? We are dropping further behind. Yeah, Todd, I wouldn't call it lousy. That's a little too strong. You got to keep things in context with the rest of college baseball. And all those tickets are still sold whether people show up or not, which I'm not saying is the problem. I think LSU is definitely, I know they are looking at how to better the in-game experience, right? How they can maybe upgrade the box to make it better for fans. It's just so interesting, man. When the box was built in 2009, it was like the preeminent place in college baseball. And now 13 years later, so many other schools, even in your league, have built or renovated facilities. You've got Florida built a new stadium, Kentucky built a new stadium, State, Bama, Tennessee, Mississippi State, Arkansas, all put massive renovations, you know.
He turned it on.
What was wrong with it?
He said it should have been working yesterday.
Oh, well, it wasn't.
It was not.
They had 2 minute delay.
No.
Well, we were only 2 minutes.
So it's on. The
Good.
jets are on. And it's
Well-
heating up. And he said in.
You sure it's heating up?
Yes.
Okay.
And he said in
'Cause the jets have
20
been coming
minutes, Turn it back to full. But, I mean, we can go down there before he leaves and put our
You
hands
got a
on it.
little, is that thing working? The little, thing?
The remote? Okay, good.
So he said after that, he turns full. He said it's an old system, so you can't have the hot tub heating and the pool running at the same time. So you have to hit spa for the hot tub to heat up.
How
And
much?
then the pool for the pool to run.
Who doesn't heat up, just a hot tub?
He actually turned the pool up to 85. He said he doesn't know
The-
if he paid for that, but I turned it up for him.
The pool does have a heater,
But yeah,
but,
you're supposed
but
to be extra, we did.
what I did was like the spillover from the hot tub to spill into the pool.
So
Smart.
Okay,
you can go put your hand in and see if it feels warm.
we're checking out.
Let's see, Matt, are you watching the selection show? Probably not. I don't know, what are we doing? What are we doing? Going to the beach? What are we doing?
Yeah, well,
Yeah, we're going to the beach. We're going to the beach.
for about 5 minutes.
Ask E-Rock if she would ride in an F-16.
No, hell no.
I would. Go out. You cannot just make me go up though. I would not be going up. Too close to space, and space is scary.
Any movement toward fixing the bullpen at the box? Yes. No, I mean, like, that's something they obviously know they have to get fixed. The problem is they don't have many great options. Like, they will have to disrupt seating somewhere to fix that, even if you put it like behind center field wall or somewhere back there. Merritt Mathern, who the hell schedules cheer tryouts during a holiday weekend?
That's what I want to know.
Me too. But I want to know. Ultimate Rory, you should have gone live during the selection show. I'm on vacation, bro. I'm gonna go. I'll do morning scone, but after this, I'm going to the beach, bro. Grape jelly or apple jelly?
Who you asking me to?
Grape.
Apple is disgusting.
Apple's disgusting. I'll take strawberry over all, by the way. Let's see. Jay Maggio, appreciate you working hard, Scone. I know you take it seriously. Thank you, bro. Dave Vinder, ask Eli, top or bottom hand more important?
Bottom.
About that power. That's right. The top or bottom hand more important? Bottom would be your pulling your power. Your top would be more your control. Let's see. 20 push-ups, ball. Let's go. 20. Get them. Get them. 1, 2. Get low. Get low. I'm not talking about your hair. Chest down. Chest down. Chest down. He lets his hair fall down. His hair touches.
No.
You didn't get to 20, bro.
I'm not 20, I was 10.
And you took a break, bro. That's all right, bro. If you can't do it, just say you can't do it. You know?
I'm 15, don't worry about me.
You take a break.
Nope.
Them hips are dipping, bro.
17.
Get that chest down.
18. 19.
All the way. Attaboy. Attaboy. All right.
Come back.
Todd Jones, Matt, in your opinion, what does LSU need to do to get more students to baseball games? He says like Arkansas, Mississippi State, and Ole Miss have a section like Arkansas, Mississippi State, and Ole Miss. Let them bring an ice chest, put a berm, like make it a thing, which they don't have right now. I mean,
Yeah, like
you can't
that
just
big,
put
like,
a section
lawn.
of the bleachers in the outfield. Huh?
Like the
yeah,
lawn.
yeah. They call that a berm, like the grassy area.
Yeah.
LSU needs something like that.
Yeah, but then.
Let's see, Randall Offrecht. If we would have gone undefeated non-conference but lousy in the SEC, then we're hosting. So, no, because keep in mind, even still, like, your pre-conference, like, you beat Southern and Towson and Bethune-Cookman. It's like just playing those games drag down your RPI. Because your non-conference strength of schedule was 108. Ultimate Warrior. Push-ups, sit-ups, toe-touch squats are the only exercise I need.
Okay, toe-touch squats.
All right.
I don't know what toe-touch squats.
Just like you just get a little wider. Keep your heels on the ground. Now squat, but butt back. Yep. And then you're putting your hands down to where in the middle. There you go, like that. So up. Keep your chest up.
Okay.
There you go, just like that.
Okay.
Got it. Got it. Oh, did that really happen? Did the Rangers call up Josh Smith? God, I hope so. He's been crushing it in AAA too.
Are we going to?
I hope so. I'm looking.
We going to draft now?
Yeah, I'd rather go there. Sandwich.
We're doing that for lunch?
Can we do that again?
Yeah.
Done?
Love to go have Eli buy another $50 lunch and watch him shove it all down his
We're not
face.
having another.
How are your
fillet
crabs?
James.
How are your
Oh, nuts.
I'm getting the crab.
I got filet and shrimp.
Are you really gonna eat that, Erica?
Yeah, I haven't had it since
Wow.
It wasn't $50. It was $35. And I didn't get any of the vegetables.
We went to
I ate
lunch
all of it.
yesterday.
They give you 35 bucks?
What? But you.
Just shut your mouth.
I'm not seeing. If someone has a link about Josh Smith, that would be phenomenal. Send it to me. I'm looking on Twitter. I don't see it. But if someone has it, please let me know.
The eggs are good.
So we went to lunch yesterday at the place down the way, and Eli got surf and turf. He got a fillet and shrimp.
The shrimp was good,
his
and the fillet was good.
His dad said, "You can order whatever you want, but you have to eat everything on your
I
plate."
did.
So it was shrimp, fillet, fries. They brought him 2 Dr. Peppers, and he's like, "You will drink both Dr. Peppers." What else was on your plate?
Nothing.
No, all the fries.
You didn't eat all the fries, though, dog.
No, me and Reese took fries
Yeah.
and we took shrimp.
And your dad.
One shrimp.
Oh, and your dad took some fries too when you went to the bathroom. Yeah.
You did good, Eve.
You did good. You did good.
It was.
He tried to cut the fat off his steak.
And my dad's gonna shove it back in my mouth.
It's
So I
like,
had to
what are you doing, Ethan? That was so good.
that fat was disgusting.
Oh,
I
let's
got my steak
see.
medium.
Let's see. If La Tech finished 38th, makes him quad 1 right. Having 2 more quad 1 wins instead of losses would have helped their RPI. What are you missing about this point? Like, what is so hard about this? You had 3 games against Vanderbilt, top 10 in the RPI, and it didn't bring you up high enough. Like, what are you missing about that? Like, you can struggle all you want to fight that narrative. It's just wrong. Like, it's wrong. It's wrong. Like, the thing that you would have needed to do was play at least a competent
Oh, y'all leaving?
pre-conference schedule and not had 7 SWAC opponents on your schedule. Like, that's what killed you. SWAC MEAC, that's what killed you. In the non-conference strength of schedule. Like, just playing Tech helps your non-conference strength of schedule. If they're good, remember, RPI's win record, opponents win record, and opponents win-loss record. Again, like, you can try to push that all you want, but you're coming from a place of ignorance because you're wrong. Like, you're wrong in how you're trying to explain it. I'm trying to tell you this, and you kind of don't want to hear it. That's okay. But, what?
That one.
If Eli, Nat Lusta said, if Eli finishes those sit-ups, I'll send him $10 in Bitcoin. Get that boy. He farted again. What is wrong with you? Like, what did you eat?
Eggs.
You think that already got through to where he's farting already?
There you go. Keep going.
What is $10 in Bitcoin?
Huh?
What is $10 in Bitcoin?
$10.
Could that ever go up?
Yeah. Oh yeah? He said, could it ever go up? Let's see.
50. You scared, buddy?
Logan, seeing y'all on vacation makes me want to go to the beach. Unfortunately, I'm stuck at LSU taking physics because I don't have enough money to not graduate on time. Gotcha. You're making the right decision. Work now, play later.
60.
Bro, those are not sit-ups.
Yeah,
That's not a sit-up.
yeah, it is.
You're just rolling.
I don't know that. Fine. 65.
They complained about the railroad tracks. We could have designed a stadium with a train coming through. They dropped the opportunity. That'd have been funny. Not bad. Let's see.
70.
Randall, not gonna lie, Matt, I don't understand the metrics in play here that the committee goes by.
75.
He's not even moving. Integrity, bro. Integrity is what you do when nobody's looking. Laying there counting sit-ups and you're not doing them. Not a lot of integrity there, kiddo. Oh, let's see. Eli has to eat good just in case he has to make the trek over the mountain through the woods again. Gotta make sure you got plenty of energy.
Oh, I just did all the sit-ups.
Let's see. Brown Bear 765. Morning, Matt. Leaving for Pensacola for training for the next 5 months, which means I'm currently teaching my wife to cut the yard. Eric, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna teach you how to cut the grass.
Okay.
No, just pay me.
What do you think about Nanny cutting the grass?
Just pay me.
Well, okay, but I was just making a joke
Oh, okay. Yeah, you need to cut the grass.
about Nanny cutting the grass. Can you imagine Nanny cutting the grass?
Yes, it'd be hilarious. I'd pay money to watch.
Have you ever pushed a lawnmower in your life?
No. Probably at some point.
Did you ever cut the grass at your house when you were a kid?
No.
You never cut the grass.
I'm a girl.
There, Patty, our neighbor, does their lawn.
She sure does.
So,
Can you pay me to do your lawn?
Hmm?
You pay me to do your lawn?
we have a lawn company that comes to do all of it, bro.
I'm pretty good.
I'll pay you to do some stuff, though.
Okay.
I'll find something you
Not
can
that
do.
wood, that move that wood. We need to move back.
Huh?
We need all that wood moved.
Well, I gotta put the generator first.
Okay, well, after the generator.
Let's see.
No, you didn't
Did
do
Mama
that.
Scone just slam Eli's head into an ice chest?
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't Mama Scone.
No.
That was Eli's mom,
Missed
who.
him up here.
Nah, we already did this. Remember? Power Raiders don't get asked to bunt. That's these
Oh, yeah,
bunts.
okay.
You missed that this swear.
Okay.
Kurt Taylor, what's up? Kelly Presley, when did we find out what regional? 11 o'clock, so coming up here in about 30 minutes. Ray Woods, Matt, any game coin updates? Yeah, man. We have Tuesday board meetings. Get an update from the developer. Like the way that I would explain it is, it's like working under the hood of a car. You may not see like visually external progress, but it's absolutely happening, and platform should be live by the end of the summer. So we're looking at July, August. We should be live. So I'm excited about it. Very, very excited. It's been a lot of hours and a lot of expedited work, and it's going really, really well. So
What is?
the game coin platform being built.
Oh, no, that is.
I'll explain it to you.
Okay.
Let's see. It's the actual thing that people are investing in, like the business itself.
Okay.
So people who have bought game coins so far, it's like
That mean,
before the platform
that
has been
mean
built.
game plan may go up?
Absolutely.
Oh, like how much?
How much? We can't responsibly talk about price, because then you're talking about like an investment or security.
Got it.
But I mean, at its height it was 4 cents, and it's at like a tenth of a penny right now. So it's a great investment opportunity. Well, you're buying a dip.
Hey, Dad.
Let's see. Patrick Cason, Matt, do you think the committee is punishing Johnson for not playing Barry? No, I don't. It's a good question, but no, I don't. I think they're legitimately. They looked at LSU, and they looked at their RPI and said, "We'll take the 2 SEC teams in Florida and Auburn with a better RPI." That's simple. Bart St. Germain, wife won't let me cut the grass most of the time. She loves the exercise. She may buy her a specific lawnmower for her to use.
Well, come on, that's great. I'm not knocking that.
Gary Atchison, morning vacayers. Let's see. Your guy missed it. Don't understand how Auburn hosts over us unless it was head to head. Let's go, Road Tigers. But that's kind of the point, right? Like Auburn, I would say Auburn, Florida, Maryland, Oklahoma State, East Carolina. I think LSU's got a stronger case than all of them.
Yes.
Matt, you might have to drop me and Drew off and then walk.
To where?
Lunch. I don't want to walk again.
Well, that's what I did yesterday.
I know, I'm just saying, like, we prepare for that this time.
Okay.
get prepared to walk.
So are we going to the beach before lunch?
Yeah.
Okay, it's 10:30.
I'm going to blow dry my hair right now.
Okay, I think we're just about done here. Matt, please explain why Jack is a nickname for John. Is Jack a nickname for John? Jack?
People know why.
That's a good question. Patrick, I don't know. John or Jacob, as a matter of fact. Let's see. Why is that? Let's see.
Jacques Sparrow.
Let's see, the word Jack is commonly used in other contexts. Let's see, the origin. Jack is thought by some to have hailed from the earlier Jackin, from the name Jenkin.
From
Alternatively,
Jack Sparrow.
it may be derived from the name Jacques, the French form of James or Jacob.
So I'm calling that Jacques.
No, he's James. Oh yeah, no, you're right. James or Jacob. Good call. Good call. There is also a theory that that it is Celtic in origin, meaning healthy, strong, full of vital energy. So there you go. French Jacques, aka Jack, which is the name for James or Jacob. French name for James or Jacob. Interesting.
Oh, we almost
I like to learn stuff.
To use the restroom.
Yeah, go, bro. You're good.
Okay, we're almost done.
You're good.
Okay. Goodbye. Y'all are great.
Oh, Matt Lusto said, Scone, you're the
I won't see
adjudicator.
you
If he did it, send me an address. I'll honor the deal.
I
The
did.
guy that's going to send you to, well, he has not yet finished them.
Oh, okay. Here. Okay, here. I'll actually.
Go pee. You can do them later.
Okay, I'll actually do. Oh, Dad's here.
No way, Eroc's dad would let her cut the grass. That's true. Do you think your dad would let you cut the grass when you were a kid?
Oh, he wouldn't trust me. He'd be like, you can't do it.
You ain't cutting the grass.
Not because he wouldn't. He just think I wouldn't do
There
it.
gonna be zigzags in my yard, Erica.
Let's see. Here's hoping Tiger Nation gets to convene on Hattiesburg. Matt, where's Eric Walker now?
Jesus.
Dude, what?
He peed that fast.
He must have the tiniest bladder because the other day, like a few nights ago when we were out on the beach just having cigars, he came with us and he had to pee. I said, just step, like it was pitch black, just pee in the sand right there. And like, it was 10 seconds. I'm like, when I pee, it's like Tom Hanks in a league of their own. I'm standing there for a minute and a half, you know?
It's like a fast.
Like, you didn't wash your hands either, bro. You know what's so, like, I told Erica this last night, I went to the movie. And I was like, during COVID, people like wouldn't even shake hands. Everyone was so afraid to touch anything or anyone. Now, like to tell you how far we've come, I'm in the bathroom last night at the movie, taking a leak, watching dude after dude walk out. Right by the sink. Nobody even washes their hands anymore. It's crazy.
Half of them didn't wash their hands.
Huh?
Half of them didn't wash their hands. It's disgusting.
What you talking about, bro? You just peed and didn't wash your hands.
Yeah, because that's me.
So Randall, Eric Walker went to Oklahoma State.
Okay, I'm doing my setups.
I think he was there for a year. Let me see.
What can I use? I got it.
Let's see. Let's see if he ever pitched there. It's a good question. Looks like he pitched.
Okay, dead
2
serious.
games.
Now that's 70.
He pitched 2 innings. He played against Vanderbilt, ULM, and UAPB. 3 innings pitched on the season last year. It's disappointing, man. He was a big part of 2017, obviously. But Tommy John got him though, man. All right, y'all. I think we're just about
No,
done.
wait, I gotta finish this 20. Keep talking.
All right, keep going.
81.
No, let's see. None of the hosts want to see Arkansas or LSU as introduced in the region. That's true.
It's 6.
Greetings from Kodiak, Alaska. There's actually some tigers up here working the docks and the boats. Very cool.
90.
I learned. Quit grabbing them hamstrings, dog.
Not.
Yeah, you are. I'm watching you do it.
2.
Watch your head too. You're gonna bang your head on that chair.
4.
Look at him. You squeezing your toes on that table too, bro. I see you doing it
Yeah, I'm using this.
for leverage.
I'm not leverage. I'm still using my core. It hurts. 97.
Matt, I'm gonna go dry my hair. You got one? Matt. Matt.
One more. Get it. That boy.
I'm going to go dry my hair.
Got it. That a boy.
100.
It's tough. He got through it.
My core hurts.
Might have had some help, but he got through it.
Oh, I do.
All right. We'll make it happen. All right, y'all. I think we're just about done.
Goodbye.
Uh,
Oh, see you tomorrow.
all right, brother. Oh, that's right. They're leaving tonight. Head back to BR. Tell the people
Goodbye.
so long. Fairly well.
Have a good rest of y'all's day.
Ha-
I miss y'all.
Happy Memorial Day to everybody. I know we talked about it yesterday,
Memorial Day.
and we explained to E the importance of Memorial Day yesterday. So have a good day today. Enjoy the day with friends, family, etc. But also be sure to take some time to remember why we have
Memorial Day.
the day off and all that stuff. So to celebrate the men and women who died protecting our freedom. So to everyone who knows someone, is related to someone, has ever had relationship with someone who paid that price, salute to everybody today. And we'll be back tomorrow. Go Tigers. Let's see what the Tigers are going to get. We'll find that out coming up shortly. And we'll talk about it tomorrow morning, Scone.
Bye, guys.
Peace.
See you another time.
Have a great day.